This is Ryan with MMA Viking here with Jorgen Matsi ahead of RAJU 12 tomorrow. You just weighed in, and it looks like you have a new opponent all of a sudden. Talk about this.
Yeah, it's well, I got the news about 24 hours ago, so 48 hours before the match, that my original opponent fell out due to passport issues. Not too worried about that, or I don't know what to think about that, but let that be his problem. Some options were on the table, but not very many, and one of them was Sergei Grechiko, who's I'm very familiar with. I'm familiar with his career, and I think it's a big step up. Also from my previous opponent was also tough, but that's a step up from him. But I think it's a fight that I can win, and of course I would have liked some more time to prepare for such high caliber opponent. But as they say, it is what it is. The other option would be to leave RAJU without the main event.
Yeah. How do you see this fight going? I mean, he's known for his grappling ability, obviously lots of experience, outside of MMA. How do you see this playing out in your mind?
Yeah, of course, it's no secret that his strengths are in the submissions and on the ground. And the obvious game plan is just to stay out of that. So I don't want to give out any more specific details, but yeah, I've given that a lot of thought. I can't say I haven't thought about fighting Sergei before. It's just the opportunity came sooner than I hoped, and yeah, it's I'm trying to do my best, and we'll see how it turns out tomorrow.
Right.
So the usual boring fighter answer before the match.
Right, we'll talk after. Maybe for those people watching that aren't really familiar with you, I know you have a 6-1 background, a nice winning record, lost to Jonas Olivari. That's your only loss, so it looks like you have a lot of potential. Talk about a little bit about your gym and your background.
My gym is the oldest original MMA gym in Estonia. It's going to be our 2014 is going to be our 10th year. So but how we started, it was just a bunch of amateurs learning from pirated videos. Much like in some other European countries, we just started like 5 or 10 years later. But I think we had quite a fast start, especially teaching methodology-wise, and because we got hooked up with a straight blast gym from the States, and they've been a really big help in influencing how we train, and about my own career. Well, my record has not been the most exciting one, in the sense that all my fights have gone the distance, except the first one, in which the opponent didn't come out the third round. But I fought progressively tougher opponents, so I don't blame myself too much for that, because I try to do what I do. My only loss in pros is to Joni, as you mentioned, and he's my only loss in amateurs as well. So I was really excited to get my revenge, but he was the better man that night. And now I'm actually I'm moving down to 135. So I was supposed to fight at catchweight of 63, which was supposed to be like the trial to 135 and or 61 kilos, and by yesterday evening my weight was well on point, so I could have made 61 today if it was necessary. Sergei asked for a higher weight, which is completely understandable on such a short notice. So it was a bit of a relief. I had a pretty normal day today, as opposed to the stuff that fighters do on weigh-in day. But yeah, I see my future in 135. I'm a fresh dad. I have a 4-month-old daughter at home. My lovely wife is with her right now, so I'll have to manage also family-wise how I plan my career. But if everything works out, I'd really like to test my athletic potential in 135 after the fight tomorrow.
Great. Well, thanks, Jorgen. We look forward to seeing you on this main card, and thanks for taking the event and letting all the fans see a great, maybe even better matchup. And we look forward to the future with you at bantamweight. And congratulations on your daughter.
Yeah, thanks. Keep up the good work.
Okay. Thank you.